Milling. Millstones are used for grinding. Millstones are the most important part of the mill for producing the flour. A pair of millstones is comprised of a lot of components. 2 millstones, the upper of which is the runner stone, a vat, a funnel, a batcher, a quant, and so forth. Grains are poured to the funnel above the vat. Using the batcher below the funnel, the flow rate of grains is adjusted by changing the gap between the batcher and the bottom of the funnel. The batcher has a handle which is used for shaking if grains do not enter the millstones. The grains enter in between the millstones through the hole in the center of the upper millstone, called the eye, which is larger than the hole in the bedstone. The spindle with the wooden bearing beds goes through the bedstone from the main shaft. Flour goes out from the edges between the millstones. The flour is wiped to the outlet or sleeve through which it falls down by the paddle, which is attached to the runner stone and revolves together. The flour falls down to the flour box or enters the elevator if other methods such as dressing, sifting, or other methods for processing of the flour will be used. The flow of flour to the elevator or the flour box is adjusted using valves in the sleeve. To prevent ground flour from mixing, it is adjusted using the valve and passed to the different sections of the flour box through the hose. If the millstones run out of grains, the bell on the bottom of the batcher starts to ring. When the millstones revolve, the grain batcher constantly moves, as it has a wooden spring and a quant, which constantly touches the teeth in the hole of the runner stone and shakes. Otherwise, the grain would not pass to the eye of the millstones. By rotating the rod on the floor near the vat, one can adjust the gap between millstones to change the coarseness of ground grain or the load for millstones. In Liubavas manor watermill, 2 pairs of millstones are installed on the platform between the basement and the ground floor of the mill. Such an architectural solution contributes to the unique interior of the watermill. The torque is transferred to the millstones directly from the main shaft via the cast iron gears, which together with the shaft are mounted in the basement of the mill. The grains are poured to the millstones from the ground floor, and the flour passes through the hoses to the flour box of 2 sections, which is in the basement of the mill. The valve at the flour outlet, the sleeve, helps to direct the flour to the elevator, which lifts the flour to the attic of the mill for further processing.